I am by no means an expert on video games. I got my first console in freshman year of high school, and I've only ever played FPS games and like For Honor.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
And so my knowledge is very limited. And I didn't really have much of an incentive to go out and play, any big titles or story driven games. But that's until Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Now, I'm a D&D nerd, and so this was a really good stepping stone into getting into story driven games. And ever since then, I've been trying to find what's next. I mean, I've played Space Marine 2 because, well, I got into Warhammer. But besides that, I didn't really know where else to go. So while trying to find more video topics, I was browsing the Steam store and I saw Steam's Next Fest. And I kind of thought to myself, well, for one, that would be an interesting video. And two, I could probably find some unique games that, I haven't seen before. And so I started scrolling. And I mean, hey, they really have like every genre you can think of. Dungeon crawls, FPS, open world games, like survival games, like whatever you can think of, it's probably there. And so I was just scrolling down the page, and it's a mixed bag, right? You're gonna find unimpressive games that were probably made the day before. You're gonna find games that people have probably been pouring their heart and soul into for the last couple of years. And what's great about this is that it's all full of indie devs. And so by trying these games out, you're giving the studio a chance to, really shoot their shot. So that's when I saw Jenny the Witch. What really drew me to this game was just the vibe and art style. It was honestly really unique. I couldn't see anything else like it, and I've never played a game that has this kind of like colorful yet like grungy art style before. So I instantly downloaded it. Now, Jenny the Witch is a hack and slash first person shooter, but also kind of like a dungeon crawl. And I really feel like this game was perfect for Next Fest because it's got a short demo. It's, well, fun and very mechanically driven, and it has a short but alluring description. New York City, July 2063. 4 workers have gone missing somewhere in the Brooklyn understructure. A maze of sewage pipes and abandoned passageways deep below the city streets. Genevieve Marconi, a mercenary with a taste for high-risk jobs, is hired to uncover the whereabouts. So after entering the game, you're given a contract by a worried mother. Her son has gone missing along with 4 of his coworkers. So you head into the abandoned understructure to find them. Then we're introduced to our character. And Angst Boy, or Connor.
Angst Boy? Shut the fuck up.
So Angst Boy gives us a rundown of the mission, and then we're free to investigate. And this is where you get the tutorial. WASD to move, space to jump, but hold jump to jump higher. You can then press shift to activate the thrusters that allows really cool platforming and, well, some cool combat techniques. So then left click to shoot, right click to swing your broom like a maniac. It's really simple, but it's really fun. I really like when games give you a very simple moveset that's somehow not boring, but not overcomplicated. Like, I had no problem throughout this entire game with my attacks whatsoever. Sometimes I got a little bit flustered, but that's because I fat fingered the keyboard. Like, I got Hulk fingers.
Then you're introduced to upgrades. Hyperdash. Press dash during the recovery of grounded attacks to perform a hyperdash. Press either attack during your hyperdash to perform a special follow-up. Charge up. Hold down melee attack to initiate charge. Release melee attack once the charge meter has reached the first mark to perform a charge strike. Double charge. The charge meter's power is increased. It now supports a second charge level. Release melee attack after reaching the second mark to perform a max power charge strike. Hand cannon. Press shoot during the recovery of grounded melee attacks, or dashes to fire a powerful energy slug. Needle cache. Increases the number of needle missiles you can carry by 2. Needle max. It does the same thing, but that's your max. Concussive blitz. Press melee attack while using your autofire to perform a dashing thrust attack. Full moon cutter. Hyper attack 1. Invisible ground uppercut. Recovers health on hit. Shadow blast. Hyper attack 2. A blast of energy that damages all enemies around you. Covers health on hit. This attack can be used while airborne. Hex configuration. Hyper attack 4. Targets all enemies in a wide area with a stunning pulse. Violet cannon. Hyper attack 5. A massive force projectile. Not invulnerable and provides no healing, but excellent at carving a path through your opponents. Soul skewer. It's just a giant fucking laser.
I'm a fire in my laser.
Alright, so it's definitely the same day that I'm recording this, and not a whole month after I started. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the community. The point of these videos, if I do more of these at least, or the point of this video, is not only to show a fun game that you may have never heard of and that I think you should play, but also a studio that, you know, is very new to the game. And I want to, you know, show appreciation. I want to shine a light on these developers, so that you can know who put all this time and effort into a game that they have no idea how it's going to turn out. You know, these aren't AAA studios who are pumping out games because they know it'll make them millions. This is a team, a small team that we'll get into, and who didn't know if this would be any sort of successful. So they deserve it. So Catbird Soft is a team of 3 people. We'll call them by their little Discord nicknames. Ben, the character and movement design guy. Maddie, the environmental artist. And Eamon, the UI guy. So in my research, I stumbled upon their Discord. I wasn't sure how far I was going to get, because I don't do any journalism. I'm not a investigative YouTuber. Like, I don't do these things at all. But as soon as I entered, I already saw, like, now I don't want to say he's the main dev. I just want to say that he's the most talkative and like outwardly facing developer. But I'm sure they all had their equal parts of, you know, game design. But I immediately saw Ben just spilling all of the lore that, you know, these people in the Discord are asking for, which I thought was really cool, that the devs were just like talking to their community 24/7. Hi, Pebbles. She's infiltrating my setup. So I started asking him some questions. So this is how the studio and Jenny the Witch started.
So we've been working together for around 5 years now. We started at a studio called Rat King Collective and split off from them in 2023 to do our own thing. Our own projects at Rat King were a short horror game called Meat Shift and a first-person shooter called Splatter. Since leaving, we've worked on a 3D run-and gun called Steel Carnelian, and now this game. This is technically a spin-off of Steel Carnelian. Jenny is a boss fight in the pilot episode, demo of that game. We started working together because we all went to the same university and stayed in touch after graduation.
So now this is where I become a investigative YouTuber. So I asked if they're in the same world, you know, from Steel Carnelian to Jenny the Witch, and he said, yes, they are in the same world, because Jenny appears in both games. That makes sense. I then asked if there's a place I can read up on any lore, but they only have private documents that I'm sure they're not ready to release yet. I then had a brief run-in with the voice actor, Jenny, which was really, really cool. And I realized that I didn't pay any attention to the credits because everybody was laughing at me. And then I asked one final question. When does the game release? And they gave me an answer. So look out for the end of spring 2026, which is very, very soon. So I hope that you guys who see this video get amped up and ready to try Jenny the Witch, the full game, when it releases in like the next month or two. And that's where this journey ends. I just wanted to say that I had a lot of fun making this video, playing that game. I do still think it's a really cool concept, and I'm excited to see more than just a demo because I want to play more. I want to be more immersed into a story, you know. I feel like I was only really given a mission. This light is really bringing out my mustache in ways I don't like. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. I've learned a lot of things, and next thing I have to learn is how to properly isolate my audio and make it so it's not all staticky and that I have to repair a whole bunch of stuff. So thank you guys for sticking around. I know this video isn't nearly as long as I thought it was going to be after editing it. But I had a lot of fun, and thank you guys for watching. If you want to see other videos I made, you can find them right here. All right, well, that's all for me. You guys have a good life.